So this was just shown at Anime Expo. It's the SH Figuarts Kaido, and it looks really good. I never expected them to actually make him. Look at that, the face looks great, and the horns too. Then he's got his scales right here, colored how they should be, but for some reason as you go down the arm, it just goes plain, like none of that blue coloring in between them, man. I wonder if that's because it's a prototype, but it kind of looks intentional. Like, why would they stop there, you know? Then we see his scar here. It looks great, everything. Can see him with the rest of the SH Figuarts, and I'm actually starting to want all of these now. Like before, I only wanted the Zoro, but now I want Luffy, Sanji, Yamato, and Kaido, of course. Only thing that's a little weird about this is, yeah, this how the colors change here and the legs. Like, look at that stand. What is that? Like, it must take a lot to even hold this giant thing up. And his legs look really awkward in that position, you know? Look at that. Like, if that's how it has to stand up, then I don't think I want this thing. But if there's a way to stand him up more upright with not his legs so spread out, then yeah, I'm going to want this thing for sure. And yeah, here's like an official picture of it here. And look at that, same coloring on the scales. So that's kind of, why the hell would they do that? I don't know. But it seems intentional. They got this official picture here and they're not colored. So just got to wait to see all the official pictures of him, see how he can be posed, if he can be stood upright more, you know. Oh, and here's an even better view of him. This is a pretty clear picture. You can see his face a lot better here. It looks great. Yeah, I love those horns. They look really good here. And here's something pretty terrifying. It's more SH Figuarts, but it's in the live action One Piece. They're making Luffy and Zoro. And I haven't seen a single person say they're excited for these figures. Maybe they could become rare, but I don't know anyone who wants these. I am actually looking forward to watching the live action though, because I mean, there'll always be the anime and manga. I think it'll be fun to watch the live action even if it's not great. So yeah, looking forward to seeing it. We've got a little teaser here from TianJi Studio of a Whitebeard, and look at this sexy beast. It's looking pretty good even though we can only see like half of him. I think we can see half the face here. It looks good to me. Then his weapon back there. Maybe he won't take up an insane amount of space since he's holding it kind of upwards like that behind his back. But yeah, gonna need to wait to see more of this because can't tell much about it here, but what I can see, it looks pretty good. And here we've got an alternate version of the SH Figuarts Yamato. I already have the original one and I would like to replace it with this one, but unfortunately it's exclusive to Anime Expo. As far as I know, it's not going to be released outside of that, so I think the only way to get it would be on eBay, like people reselling it for super high prices. So yeah, not going to do that, but it looks pretty good. I think it's a good improvement over the original. I like the colors more. It's got more shading here. Little scratches. She's more like damaged. You can see scratches all over her arms, her body. Yeah, this is a good improvement, but I'm not going to be able to get it. And here's Blueno by Brainhill Studio. He looks pretty good, pretty simple, you know, like a Portrait of Pirates. He's just standing there, and he does have interchangeable arms. You could either have him like this with the door hands or with these ones just standing like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this, but I mean, I think he looks pretty good. I would like to pair him with like a Gear 2nd Luffy if I get one of those, but we'll see. And here's the back view. Jimei Palace has been showing a lot lately. Hancock, Reiju, and now they're showing Crocodile. And look at that, he's got this banana Wani back here, and he's actually one of my favorite creatures from One Piece. I really wish there would be a figure of just him alone. I'd love to get that. But yeah, there's all this sand coming down here, and then Crocodile himself standing up here, like a little sand tornado in his hand. Then he's pointing his hook out here. I think the face looks great. Price is going to be more than I want to spend, I'm sure, so there's pretty much no way I'm going to get this, but I think it looks pretty good. Look at that. There's the back. Some of his coat is turning to sand in the back here and up here on the sleeves too. And then there, yeah, you can see the banana Wani back here, the rest of his body. And here's Kuzan by Brainhole Studio. They've actually been making a lot lately, and their stuff is priced pretty good, so if you want to just look them up, you can see their prices on their resins. But yeah, this Kuzan looks pretty good. I'm liking all this ice coming off of him. You can even see it here on his hair, a little bit of ice. And yeah, I don't really like that they kind of went overboard on the texture on his shirt, in my opinion, so that'll stop me from getting it, but I think it looks pretty good either way. I already have the Portrait of Pirates one though, so don't really need this. And it looks like Fanatic Anime Store has gotten some more stock of this Zoro, but only the darker Wano version. If you click on green cloth version, it'll say it's not in stock. And I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it says they have 7 in stock currently, so if you missed out, then now's your chance to get one of these. And here's one by BT Studio. They just keep making great stuff. They're making great moments from the show. They made that Kuma with the Celestial Dragon, then the Kuma where he's taking Luffy's pain away at Thriller Bark, and now they got this moment where Zoro asks Mihawk to train him. So yeah, I love collecting moments like these. And yeah, this looks pretty good. Comes with this like baboon that Zoro fights on the island with Mihawk. Not sure exactly what these are called. I know they have a name, but yeah. We've got Mihawk in his chair and Zoro down there. And then there's also one very similar by Brainhole Studio again. Here's Mihawk. Doesn't come with the Zoro though. This one is just Mihawk. Yeah, I really prefer the BT Studio one in this case. Here's the BT Studio again. So yeah, I might get this one. I really want it, just not sure. I bought a lot of Resins lately.